that you's acting moody. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. I've been trying to find my way back, trying to get in there ASAP. Why don't you get out of my way fast? Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. I know you're here with somebody, but I'm going home with that body, yeah. So tell her she can move. I really wanna move that body, move that body, body.
Yeah.
Move that body, yeah. When did she become your go-to? I guess she's me without the attitude. It's time to put her in your rear view. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Looks like you need to be rescued. You're asking what's next on the menu, but she's sticking to you like glue. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. I know you're here with somebody, but I'm going home with that body, yeah. So tell her she can move. I really wanna move that body, move that body.
Yeah.
Move that body, yeah. Move that body.
Keep falling back, yeah, I keep falling back. Oh, 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 oh. Try to give it up, I try to let it all go. Oh, oh. I think I need you, think I can live without all of your flaws and all of your ups and downs. I really need you to work this out for me. Now I'm back at square one and there's no turning back to what we were and all we had. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I know I let you down. I'm back at square one and there's no turning back to what we were and all we had. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I know I let you down. How we had it back home, oh, oh, oh. We had it all back then. How was I to know? I think I need you, think I can live without all of your flaws and all of your ups and downs. I really need you to work this out for me. Now I'm back at square one and there's no turning back to what we were and all we had. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I know I let you down. I'm back at square one and there's no turning back to what we were and all we had. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I know I let you down.
A very good morning, guys. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am for this new week. Let's get started. As you guys know, let's go over the economic calendar first. See if we have some exciting news this week. Let me turn up the music for you guys. Okay, that's better. Okay, first a little disclaimer. Take some time to read this, guys. Make sure you don't risk any money you cannot afford to lose. Stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term. We are not financial advisors. This is only for educational purposes and for your own trade planning for this week. I hope you guys can learn something from it. If you have questions, please get involved, ask questions, and let's go. Okay, so these are charts. Let's keep them for a little bit later. Okay, so maybe let's go over the economic calendar first. Okay, Monday has passed, but maybe it's handy to see what happened yesterday. We had a lot of euro news yesterday, a lot of red. These were important numbers. As you can see, a lot of red folders, orange folders. And one thing that takes my attention is we know the Eurozone is struggling. The ECB is also very dovish. They are not planning on tightening their policy anytime soon. So with these numbers on top of it, this doesn't mean any good news for the Eurozone for a while. So we are bearish on the euro. As you guys know, I don't have a lot of euro pairs in my watch list. But for the guys that do trade the euro, keep in mind the fundamentals and the data points are pointing downwards. So just keep that in mind. Don't try to buy any euro. I don't think that's would be a smart decision. Now, we had some dollar news. Nothing really serious. One thing that was positive was existing home sales. Now, guys, existing home sales is not that important. What is more important is new home sales, which we don't have or had yesterday. Why are new home sales more important? Well, because when the USA decides to build more homes, builders have more work. The builders need commodities, they need goods to make the homes, so the economy improves or grows when new home sales are increasing. These are existing home sales, so not that important. Then consumer confidence, that's maybe more important. Also negative for the Eurozone, so it's only negative for the Eurozone. Now then, today we had GDP, which could give us some short-term volatility to the upside. As you can see, the GDP numbers were pretty good. Now, GDP is a lagging indicator, guys. Actually, it's just a report on how they did last year or how they did this year in comparison to last year. Now, that's year over year. Keep in mind, guys, last year was extremely bad because of COVID. So I don't think last year is a very good reference point. Maybe it's better to take the numbers of 2019 against this year, and then we might have a more relevant number. So don't give too much importance to the year-over-year numbers this year, because they are all compared to last year, which was horrible. The same for here, year-over-year. Every time you see this year, year-over-year, take it with a grain of salt. Okay. Now, We have ECB speech today. Again, not much will change because everything is negative, is bearish, dovish on the euro. Then we have new home sales coming out today. Now this will be more important, guys. I'm still pretty bearish on the dollar. Let's see what this data point gives us. If it's negative, I will be happy. If it's positive, so be it. So that's for today. Not that much of news today. Just keep in mind the new home sales. Then we have the trade balance of the NZD, again year over year. It's not that important. What's more important is the export. So you guys might know the New Zealand economy thrives on export. They are an export country. They make their money on exporting goods like dairy, meat, stuff like that. So in order to have an increasing or an appreciating currency from New Zealand, we need high export numbers. Import numbers should be less. And then we have the trade balance, which is actually the sum of the export and the imports. That should be positive as well. But let's take a look at the export numbers when they come out tonight. Okay. Then we have RBA speech. Okay. Maybe I listened to that because I want to have a more positive tone from Ellis. Then we have some JPY. Okay. Euro, durable goods. Durable goods, guys, gives you a good impression on how the economy is doing. If there are a lot of durable goods sold, means that people have confidence in the economy. They buy washing machines, they buy fridges, which are quite expensive goods. So if they are prepared to buy these expensive goods, they must have confidence in the economy, which will eventually turn out on an increasing USD. What do we have on Thursday? I think, guys, Thursday is a very important day for the United States as well. We have the Jackson Hole Symposium, which is actually a meeting, let me see, of bankers. Let me see, it's central bankers, policy experts, and academics coming together to focus on a topic. That topic will be the economy, of course. This is a meeting. This is an event that will take up 2 days, so Thursday and Friday, if I'm correct. Yes. So that's a very important one, guys. We might see a lot of volatility in the USD this week, especially on Thursday and Friday. Maybe today and tomorrow will be a little calmer for the USD because they are all waiting on what will be decided, what will be said on the Jackson Hole Symposium. Then we have GDP, again, short-term volatility, but no long-term driver. Initial jobless claims is more important. We have CPE, guys. CPE is like CPI, but it's a different basket. So if we have high CPI numbers or low CPI numbers, this will impact the decision of the Fed. Okay, so the Fed is watching these numbers to know what they have to do with their policy. Do they have to taper or not, or do they have to raise interest rates or not? Okay, so if you have high CPI of CPE numbers, then they might lean a little more against tapering. But if they will taper, I think it will be only around 10 billion a month less than what they are doing now, and that's not that significant. So keep in mind, guys, if the USD is talking, if the Fed is talking about tapering, the market will react. I think it will overreact for short term, and then go back to normal or even bearish, because 10 billion is not that much. Okay, and that's a bit for this week. So negative on the euro. Let's keep in mind the exports of the NZD and keep in mind the Jackson Hole Symphonium on Thursday and Friday. Okay, so let's go to this one. I haven't read this. Heading into the European session, the risk is leaning risk on. Okay, I like this, guys. You know, I am a risk trader, risk on or risk off. The more clear that is for me, the better. So if it's risk on, that means my trades from yesterday are still on, and I can see if I can have another entry to the upside for the AUD, CAD and NZD. Let's see what they say else. Okay, so the equities are up, the stocks are up. That's risk on as well. In the FX complex, the positive risk tone and firmer commodity prices see high beta currency well supported. NZD in pole position, followed closely by the AUD and the CAD. Okay, that's what I just said. Commodities, guys, commodity prices that are rising means NZD, AUD and CAD, because they are commodity driven currencies. As I told you, NZD is dairy and meat and stuff like that, so that's a commodity. Then you have AUD is iron ore, which is selling to China, is also good for the AUD if iron ore prices increase. And then CAD, of course, is correlated with oil, and if we see oil prices, which is commodity, rise, then we see CAD rise. Okay, especially with the economy that is recovering, the COVID is decreasing, the risk of COVID is decreasing, so people are more obliged to use their car, they're going to work, they fly the airplanes, so oil is needed for that. Okay, that being said, in contrast and keeping with risk sentiment, it's safe haven currencies leading to the downside. Okay, so JPY followed by CHF. So we want to make trades with the NZD, the CAD and the AUD against JPY and CHF. Okay, JPY is a laggard, so let's meet NZD, AUD and CAD against the JPY. These are the first pairs and charts I will go over in a second. In response to the above, AUD chef is breaking, yeah, of course, and this one is also breaking, of course. The calendar is light today, yep, we know, and we expect themes to remain in focus, particularly the prevailing risk tone for high beta and safe haven currencies. Okay, nothing new, but it's nice to have the confirmation. This is a nice website, guys. Maybe it's a small subscription, but it's so good for your fundamental bias, and especially for the risk traders, the sentiment traders. So this should also confirm what we just said. NZD strong, CAD strong, AUD strong, JPY super weak, CHF super weak. That's another confirmation that we can buy these pairs. Okay, that being said, let's head to the charts. So what I did, guys, I went on the daily time frame, I think on last Thursday, and I said, okay, we are nearing the end of the month. We might see reversals. The purple zones, guys, I will show you, you know, I work with pivots. The purple zones are the reversal zones. So I wrote it here: monthly profit taking zone, weekly M3 also. So the monthly profit taking zone is the most important one. What does this mean? When you go on the daily time frame and you use the pivots that I use and I teach you guys. Okay, so this was our buy zone, just the first day of the month, the first hour of the first day of the month. This was a perfect buy. Okay, we have the 21 EMA above the 50 EMA. Okay, so this means the market is bullish. Okay, we opened the month at an M2, which is our buy zone, our ideal buy zone. Our stops were just below the S1. Okay, so this was the perfect buy. You just bought the United States dollar on the 1st of August and you are done for the month. Okay, just one click on the button and you're done for the month. Now we know, or let's say we already knew, let me remove this text. We already knew when we were buying here that this zone was gonna be our take profit zone. We knew bulls were gonna take profit here. Okay, let me remove it. I'll undo it in a second. So that's like 20 days upfront that we knew bulls were going to get out here and bears were going to come in. Okay, it's not that much of bears coming in, but it's mostly profit taking by the bulls. That's why it's weakening. Okay, so in my opinion, I think it will keep falling. Let's go and take a look to the profit taking zones. Okay, I wrote it here as well. Guys, this is no coincidence. These pivot points work. Okay, they are the reason of my success. And if you keep watching these live streams, they can be yours as well. Also guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this stream, like this video. Let YouTube know this is quality content and you want to see more of it. Okay, I hope guys my screen is sharp. I hope everything is well. You can hear me loud and clear. Okay, otherwise let me know. So this was our AUD USD reversal zone of the month. We knew it right over here. People took the sell here, easy sell at the monthly pivot, down. Our S1 was the aggressive target. We reached that and we start reversing. NZD, look at this guys. It's not a coincidence. Okay, reversal zone. This is the daily time frame, guys. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days. 15 days, guys, in advance. We knew this would be our profit taking zone, which it was. Okay. And we have the VIX. The VIX, guys, if the VIX is dropping, it means it's risk on. If it's rising, it's risk off. Okay, so we see the risk is dropping, or the VIX is dropping, so we are leaning to risk on, which we want. Risk on. Okay, profit taking zone. I didn't. Here we hadn't the profit taking zone. Gold is another case. Actually, gold, if gold is rising, it means it's risk off. But in case of inflationary situations in the USD, gold is anti-inflationary. Inflation is rising in the US, so that's why people are buying gold. They want to have the same value for money in a couple of months than they have now, and that's only possible with gold. Okay, AUD JPY, guys, look at this downtrend, and we knew already from the beginning of the month that this would be our profit taking zone. I'm not cherry picking, guys. These are all my pairs. Okay, CJ, we didn't reach the profit taking zone. Too bad, because I was looking to get in here. Yesterday I got in right here. I will show you on the smaller time frame in a second. Now we have NZD JPY, also didn't reach our profit taking zone. German 30, okay, stocks are going up. UK 100 stocks are going back up. That's risk on. US 30 is going up again. I think it will go for new highs, so we are good for our risk on sentiment. AUD CHF didn't reach profit target. CAT CHF as well, because the CHF was not that weak as the JPY. Today it is, so let's see if we can find some buying opportunities, and I don't want to wait too long, because 9 o'clock for me is London Open, and I always get my entries around the London Open and the New York Open as well. So let's go on the smaller time frame, guys. Let me see. I had some GBP. Let's go to GBP first. Why? Because yeah, it's London Open, so it's I think it's best to watch the pound first. Okay, this was an entry I took this morning. Why? Because, guys, look, I have improved my strategy. Okay, so I'm improving every day as well. Okay, what does this look like, guys? This is impulse down, correction, impulse down, correction, impulse down, correction, impulse down, correction, impulse down, correction. Okay, if you are a day trader, you could have sold here. Why? The 21 is below the 50, even below the 200, which is a nice downtrend. We had an impulse. We had a correction to the upside right into our sell zone. We had a bearish engulfing candle. So once that candle closed, you could have sold immediately or put a sell limit right here. Okay, that was at 3 o'clock. I was sleeping then. I don't know if you were, but I was. So then I went to the smaller time frame. So these are daily pivot, guys. This session, this complete box, let me mark it. This is 1 day. Okay, this is 1 day. Yeah, it's from 11 when the Asian session starts until the Asian session starts again. So this is a complete day. Okay, let me remove it. So we could expect the GBP AUD falling for the rest of the day. Okay, why? It's risk on. AUD is stronger, NZD is stronger, CAT is stronger. The GBP is also not that weak, so it's not the best trade. But guys, if it's giving you all the signals that you need, if it's giving you everything you want for entering, then it's your job to just do it. Okay, so why did I enter? This is the same thing but on the 4-hour pivots. So this section is 4 hours. Okay, I like to trade these in the summer months. Why? Because the big bankers, the Wall Street bankers, the big institution traders, the big investors with billions and billions of dollars, the guys with the big money, they are only coming in right about now. So for all the past weeks we had some volatility, but the bigger moves didn't always happen. That's why I like to trade the 4-hour pivots, and I think I might stick to it because it's going very well. Now, we had the correction to the upside. This was the impulse. This was the correction to the upside, and that's 7 o'clock, as you can see below on my screen, 7 o'clock. So that's ideal for me. I get up around 5, do my routine, and then I just go in front of the screens. And for me, it's pretty easy. I just put a limit here, sell limit. It got activated and it dropped straight down. Okay, it's already break even. And now I already took some partials here. Let me show you how I take my partials, guys. Okay, so this was the impulse move, the 100%. We got a 38 retracement. We sold here. We took some profit at equal lows. So I took 30% off here. I will take another 30% down here, and I will let the rest run to about somewhere. When I see some reversal signs in here, I might take some profit again. Okay, so if this trade goes against me, no problem. I already took about 1% in, rest is break even, so no stress, just keep it running. Okay. GBP NZD, we didn't got any retracement. It's just dropping like hell. We had an M3 daily pivot. Okay, so it's a daily. We did got that trade. This trade was from yesterday, as you guys can see. I think I put this one yesterday evening. Yeah. This one got 30%, so that's 1%, sorry, 1%. I closed 30% of my order. That's 1% I closed, and then it automatically went to break even after 1-to-1 risk reward. So I'm out of this one. Here as well, this trade went to profit, took some profit at the equal lows, 30%, so that's about 1% that I closed. Then went to break even, no biggie, no problem. Okay, GBP CAD. Sorry if I'm going a little bit fast, guys, because I want to see the AUD JPYs and the CAD JPYs and things like that, the pairs I trade, because it's clear risk on. Okay, so this was a trade. I have a limit right over here. I don't think it will make it. What's on the 5-minute time frame? If you can see something here. Okay, no trade, no trade, no trade. GBP/USD. Oh my God. Ah. This was a limit, guys. I put a buy limit right over here. Yeah, yesterday evening. Look how precise this strategy is, guys. We were just on the top, no signs of coming back to here. I put a limit here, put my stop below. It got touched, activated, came back one more time, and then oh, oops, and it just moved up. And if I would close right now, that's 3.6 to 1. I think I'm gonna close. Just give me a second. I'm gonna close this one. Okay, that's done. GBP JPY, do we have any possible entries here? No, not yet. I don't think it's gonna come back to here. I do gonna put a limit, an alert here. I think if it will drop, it will go very fast. But seeing the weakness of the Japanese yen, I don't think it will go all the way back to here. So we must wait. Maybe we see a pullback into this area, and then we also might see this go like this. Price will do this, and we buy here, preferably after an engulfing candle, and we take it up all the way to here. Okay, that's strategy. Put the stop just below the buy zone, and that's how we do. That's about a 1 to 4. Okay, what's oil doing? I want to see oil going up. Yeah, it's going up, but it's stalling a little bit. What's with this trade? Okay, we got stopped out here. I'm not embarrassed or anything to say that we got stopped out. We took this one, which was a very nice trade. Same strategy, guys. You wait. You see here the 21 crossing above the 50 EMA, meaning the market is turning bullish, and then we just want to see a pullback into this green zone. We didn't got it here, we didn't got it here, we were patient and we got it here. We put a limit right on the pivot itself, put the stop below, and just look at this, guys. Okay, another trick, guys, if you want to extend your trades, because they say you want to keep your winners, you want to let your winners run and cut your losses soon. So if you want to work differently, if you don't want to work with targets, then you could use the parabolic SAR. Now this indicator plots some dots, and what this one does is, let's say you go to the 15-minute. I would do it on the 15-minute, and every time a candle closes, it will plot a new dot. Okay, you just move your stop with the dot. You move it, you move it, you move it, you move it. So you must actively manage your trade. So every 15 minutes you go take a look to the chart. You see, okay, I can move my stop higher now. I can move it higher. I can move it higher, move it higher, move it higher, and then move it higher, 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 and we were going to get stopped out on this candle. Okay, my stop would be here. This candle wouldn't have touched it, but this one would have. And then with this strategy, this trade would have been 1 to 5 or even a little bit more. I don't use this a lot, this technique. Sometimes it's better to do take profits. Sometimes it's not. You really have to decide for your own, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is a possibility to use it. Okay, so now we were talking about these. Let's go to the 5-minute, because that's where I want to find my entries. We already know we are bullish, so we have a bullish bias. It's a pity that this didn't consolidate a little bit longer into this area. This would have been a nice buy. Now it can consolidate into this area, so we want to buy if we are here. I'm gonna watch it throughout the session. I want to buy here, somewhere around here, put my stop just below, so it would be a trade like this. Okay, just below, and my stop, my take profit would be here. It's a 1 to 4, so these are my usual trades, guys. I'm afraid it won't reach my my entry because it looks very, very bullish. It's really aggressive going up. But hey, I'm not I'm not gonna FOMO over a trade. I have plenty of trades every day, every week. So don't try to get in because you think you might miss it, because then it eventually might go to your original entry, maybe take you out, and that's even worse than missing a trade. Okay, so I had a buy limit over here. It didn't got activated because the JPY is very, very weak. The CAD is super strong. So yeah, it's too aggressive. This one is that's a really pity, guys, because look at this trade. We got stopped out by a few pips. I think I might feel a little bit bad about this trade, because if my stop would be around here, that would have been also 1 to 3.6 maybe with the parabolic SAR technique on the 15-minute. Let's remove it. Okay, but as you can see, we wouldn't have been taken out. Even now we would still be in the trade, and this is our daily profit taking zone. So yeah, now maybe we could have gone out, but yeah. And that's another thing, guys. If we are on a daily pivots, so that's from the 15-minute until the 1 hour time frame. If you use these time frames, you get on the you go on the daily pivot. If you see we are in daily profit taking zone, don't try to buy on the 5 minutes, so the 4 hour pivot, because you must know what's happening on the bigger time frame. Okay, that's why in the beginning I showed you all the purple boxes, because I knew these are monthly take profit zones. So even if I have a daily bullish setup, I don't want to take it because the risk on reversal on the bigger time frame is too high. Okay, so always know what's happening on the bigger time frame before you jump in on a smaller time frame trade. Okay, preferably you want to have overlapping buy entries. So you want to have a buy zone on the monthly time frame. You want to have a buy zone on the weekly time frame inside that monthly buy zone, and so on. And that way you can scalp into a fucking swing trade. Okay, sorry for my French. Yeah, this was a limit I also set yesterday. Yesterday evening, just before I gone to bed. So 10 o'clock. That's my time. Put I think we were somewhere around here. Put my limit here. Got activated. Not even close near my stop, and I already took profit at 3.4. Okay, so I risk 0.5%, guys. So yeah, I like how it's going right now. This one took me out 0.5%, lost it. Okay, no biggie. I made it up with this one. So that's trading. You can't win if you're not prepared to lose. If you're not prepared to lose, let me clean this chart up. If you're not prepared to lose, guys, don't even start trading. Okay. And that's why you must not over leverage. Stay small. Okay, because Rome was not built in a day, but it can be broken in one day. Okay, you might have 100 good trades with proper risk management, and then decide to go loco, and you can blow it all in one day with one bad decision or one emotional trade. Okay, then we go to the AUD CHFs, to all the CHFs. Let's see where we are on the daily time frame. Okay, we still have room to hit our daily target, our daily pivot target. So now we can look for entries on the 4-hour pivot, the 5-minute time frame. Okay, again, we want it here or we want it here. We're not gonna buy it here. That's not our strategy. Even some guys might say, oh, but Sander, look, there's a trend line. You must buy it. Okay, if you're a trend line trader, by all means buy it. But I don't use trend lines because trend lines are broken so much, guys. Even liquidity taps or anything like that. So I started out with trend lines 6 years ago. They can work if you use them correctly. I prefer to use channels. If you're going to use trend lines, at least use channels. They are more reliable. Oh, god damn it. Look how close it was to my take profit. Yeah, so this was also a limit from last night. Got activated. A little bit in drawdown and then going up. So I hope this retracement is temporary. I think so. Yeah, but I would have liked it if it would have reached my target. Okay, the reason why it didn't reach my target, and I'm a little bit stupid, I had to look a little bit earlier. I think in the beginning of the stream, yeah, it was here. Okay, I must have looked first. That's my fault. Okay, the reason why it didn't touch this profit taking zone, this is the aggressive profit taking zone, and this is the conservative profit taking zone. Okay, the reason why it didn't go all the way up here is because we didn't started the move from the pivot. If we start the move from the pivot, let's say let me draw it. Let's say price did this, went to the pivot, and then shut up, it would have gone to here. But instead, price did this, dipped below halfway, and also reached halfway. Okay, if it would have gone to the M2, it would only have reached up to here. Okay, so that's why you always need to see where did the impulse move start from, so that way you can adjust your take profit. Now, I don't think it will drop all the way to my break even. I already took partials here. Let me see. This was the impulse move after we got the correction. So let me show you guys what I mean. This was an impulse move. This was a correction move, and now we were expecting, and we got it, the impulse move to the upside. Okay. I take profit around the equal highs, so at 0% I take profit around here, and I take profit around here. Okay, we didn't got it just yet, but I'm pretty convinced with the risk sentiment, the risk on tone, that we will reach this target. Okay, so we took 30% here, we took 40% here, and now 30% of our original order is still open to hit our last ultimate target. So that's how I trade, guys. This is on the bigger time frame. Same technique actually, guys. Why did I got in here? Okay, so it's a little bit different. The best way to get in was around here. That was the day trade. I think I must have got in here or here, but I didn't, and I think I entered on the smaller time frame. Never mind, it doesn't matter. This was a nice entry. Actually, we just didn't got to the pivot, so in my case I wouldn't have been in it. It already reached the daily target. Let's see what it says. Oh yeah, okay, so we got a break of this resistance, break of structure to the upside, and I entered on the retracement back down. That's how it happened. We're expecting, so if you see, we opened up on an M2 on a weekly, so we can expect price going all the way up here. Okay, and that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow because Jens normally teaches smart money concepts on Wednesday, but he's on vacation, so I don't want to disappoint you guys. I still gonna do a live stream for you. Same hour tomorrow, 8:30 GMT +2. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys, have a nice day, have a nice trading week.
Like a gamble, I pay the price. Thought I could handle something undefined. Give me a reason to raise the stakes, 'cause I can't walk away. You keep taking the upper hand and you're leaving me exposed. I
go round two, but you're still face down. I can't get to you. I'm in the